All right, my name's Erik Larson. I built a Type 7C German U-boat. I copied the Bergen dry dock in Norway. So we made a historical build of it, included details. We put lights in there. We've got a welder working on his dive plane, kind of to show why that they would be in a dry dock. We've included a couple Kriegsmarine, a couple military there. One of the hidden gems we have for people to find is in door number 2 there. We got Indiana Jones, kind of recreating the scene from the movie Raiders of the Lost Ark.
Talk about the design of the sub itself, because you've got a lot of tough angles and kind of slope parts of this build that are hard to capture.
Tough angles, and I'm not really 100% still happy with it, particularly where it comes back into the boat. It's really hard to get the bricks, and I was working to the last minute on getting what I felt looked good for that. And also the front. I'm still really not 100%. I want to get it a little bit better because I like to be a little more historically accurate. I am really happy with the tail design, the end design I got by, comboing this and then capping it in so I could get the tails to where it looks exactly the way I want. So still work in progress, but I wanted to unleash it here at BrickFair so people could see it, and it particularly looked good at the night when we closed all the lights off at night. So,
yeah. How did you incorporate all those lights in there?
I tied them through the back with battery packs. They're tied in. There are four that go in through the back of the build, and then we put lights in the top. These originally were doors until Friday, but we made these rooms once we saw they were going to do the light show, so that you could kind of see some of the details inside the rooms. So, and the lights are really easy to work with too. You just have to be real careful when you're putting the wire between the studs.
Did you find kind of blueprints or records of the historical building and scene that you were depicting here?
I did, yeah, I did. I didn't want to do the submarine pins that were in France because I've seen a lot of people do those. So what people don't talk a lot about is the war in the Arctic Circle. So I wanted to do something that was one of the Norwegian pins, and I copied in the Bruno pin in Bergen, Norway. So it's a pretty good copy of that, the dry dock there. Yeah.
And is there any kind of internal parts to the submarine, or is that just kind of structure to keep it all together?
There are internals, but I can't. It's on the other side of the boat, unfortunately. But next year I'll turn it around so I can take the front off so I can show people. So there is an interior that'll be revealed next year. We'll probably add on to it and make a wet pin and a dry pin, so it's the width of the table for next year's BrickFair.
And then talk about some of the character designs you have in here, some of the minifigures. Where did you source those from?
Minifigures are a lot of Brickmania. I do have Brick Fabric. There's a gentleman in Russia who makes the fabric figures that I use, but it's basically Brickmania, Minifig Co., and Brick Fabric I'm using a lot more of. Mm-hmm.
Well, excellent build. And then I think these smaller vignettes in front of here is actually your son built these, right?
Yes, my son and I work on Lego together as a hobby, and he has built all of these Jeeps on his own. And they depict different parts of the war.
So go ahead and introduce yourself, and then you can take us through these.
My name is Gunner Larson, and pretty much it's just the timeline of the WWII's Jeep. So first here we got it being built in the factory with the woman since all the men were at war, so just got them working on the Jeep on the conveyor belt. Then after that we got them in testing, so we kind of recreated a famous picture there of it in testing. And then we have it being used by the Desert Rats in their Jeep, so they're just kind of taking a break right now.
A little tea break there.
Yeah. And then we got it on D-Day, just a medical Jeep, some injured guys there. It's all really there. Operation Market Garden with the SAS Jeep, and a German about to blow the bridge down there, actually. Some explosives down there, too. This actually has working lights, if I can turn those on right now. There we go. We just wired those up last night, so.
That's great. You could fit lights in such a small vehicle. That's really cool.
Yes, it was very frustrating. Then we got a military police Jeep in Bastogne here with some 101st Airborne guys walking next to it. And yeah, that's kind of all that one has. Patton in his command car. This is not actually a WWII's Jeep, just a command car. Decided I'd put it in here anyways, because made it last second. Then after that, we got the amphibious WWII's Jeep in Pacific against the Japanese with some Marines kind of around, and yeah, that is what I've done here.
That's great, and I love these vignettes because it shows how versatile some of these vehicles during the Second World War were, and how they sent them all over the world during the war.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
This has been really popular. This has been really popular with people seeing the women on the home front. That's been the most photographed of all the Jeeps. So he just turned 10 for BrickFair, so it was a good birthday present to come out and show all his Jeeps off. So it's been a lot of fun.
Well, thank you guys. Keep up the great work together. Look forward to seeing more from both of you in the future. Thank you.
Thank you. Appreciate it.